campers! This is Ted. Joining me today is our bearded bro, the Ekler, and our special bearded guest, George. George is one of our Latvian, I think, the first and most successful board game developer, and he will tell us a little bit about himself.
Hey, yeah, so my name is George, and I'm not a developer per se. I'm the producer of a game called Guards of Atlantis, and it's basically a tabletop MOBA. We launched the Kickstarter campaign for it in the beginning of January, and we successfully funded in 19 days. And well, that's about it.
So you're not famous for anything else?
Not in the geek community, no.
Okay, so about your board game, it's a MOBA. MOBAs I personally never played a MOBA in my life.
I'm the one here playing them. So yeah, and the thing is that it's the first time ever like a MOBA game is brought to a tabletop scenario environment.
No,
there was some experience before.
There were a couple of instances. There's a big publisher, Cool Mini or Not, and they've published also through Kickstarter a game called Drum and Bones in 2014, I think, or early 2015, something like that. And it was a miniature heavy, dice throwing heavy skirmish game.
So a lot of RNG, a lot of uncontrollable elements, and basically chaos.
Basic Ameritrash, yeah.
Okay.
Well, it found its players as well. It is set in a pirate setting, fantasy pirates and stuff, and well, everyone likes pirates. Great miniatures, an okay gameplay, I think, if you like to throw a lot of dice.
Your game does not involve dice.
No, it doesn't. When we first started this one, we wanted to be as tactical as it can get. Pure decision making, no dice throwing. The mechanic is based upon playing cards, and it's as streamlined as we could get it.
Mm-hmm. So it's more tactical. It's more no RNG. It's like your decisions, and you know what will happen.
Well,
MOBAs are games where you aren't per se really influenced by RNGs, by dice rolls, and let's talk about it more in a bit. And I just want to know, was it hard to make such a game genre, a MOBA, into a board game, and which other games, maybe game types, could be made into board games, in your opinion?
Well, the most difficult part was to work around with the mechanic, because we developed it ourselves from scratch. Yeah. And regarding the other games, well, we know there's XCOM. There was a Warcraft war game, miniature war game. It was discontinued later on, but it was a very good one actually, with great mechanics. And
was that one of your inspirations?
No, it wasn't.
What inspired you to begin with?
We played a lot of Dota.
Oh, so that's a start.
A lot of research.
Yeah, we did a lot of research.
Research, science.
Well, and then when we started it, there wasn't any tabletop MOBAs around.
That's what I noticed when I first heard about it.
Yeah, and after a couple of months of development, Rum and Bones came up, and we then we knew how not to make a tabletop MOBA. And what? Oh, and there's another tabletop MOBA Kickstarter running at the moment, I think, from a Spanish team. The game is called Battle Arena Show. They
sounds like Saturday Midnight Combat.
Yeah, something. It is. It's basically a reality show.
So yeah, video games that could be turned into board games. In my memory, I've encountered quite a lot of them. For example, the one made by Fantasy Flight, the Game of Thrones one.
Well, it's not a computer game.
There's actually two ones. There's a board game and there's a card game.
Yeah, the franchises that... do you think that the name sold the game or the game mechanics sold the game?
I think the name.
Thing is that the Game of Thrones card game was long before the series. So, I don't know, it's a good game. And the board game as well, it is okay as well. I like it a lot. Enjoyed it. Well, when they were first published, I think there were only books, and there was not so much hype around Game of Thrones
series.
There's Civilization. There's StarCraft.
Yeah.
There's something else. I think the.
There is a StarCraft?
Yes, there is a StarCraft made by Fantasy Flight Games.
Yeah, I played it.
Yeah, it's actually was released, I think, around maybe 7 years ago or something like that.
Is it good though? I mean, like, you build the. I'm having hard.
It's a strategy game. It's on a bigger scale.
Does
you
it
fly
involve,
around.
Does
No,
it
it
involve
doesn't.
base building?
Yes, it does. A
It
little.
does.
But it doesn't involve base management. You just build bases, build units, conquer planets.
Yeah, it is.
So yeah, you take the name, you develop a new mechanic for it to implement the video game on the board, and then you just publish it. So basic gist.
Is it that easy though?
Well, and you get all of the licensing as well, and that's a lot of work, I think, and a lot of money involved.
Paperwork.
But basically, yeah, you take a mechanic that could work on a board game and suits the theme the best, and well, you make a board game.
Okay. So Kickstarter is full of board games, not just big box games and card games. Also, I saw a lot of books. Was it hard for you to find the platform? Because Kickstarter is not the only one to...
Oh, it's the best one, for sure. So basically, recently Kickstarter released the numbers for the 2015, and the numbers say that there were board games funded for almost $89 million last year, with 1,100 successful projects. So
basically, there's a lot of area and space on Kickstarter. For
it is, and last year board games were funded twice as much as video games per se. So
yeah, so let's talk about putting your own game on Kickstarter. When will our viewers join us on the second part, which will be really soon?